Hello everyone, welcome back to the Excel 2016 training. In this video, we'll take a look at the advanced filters. Here is our employees workbook that we will use in this particular video, and this is a special workbook. It has about 10,000 records. And the power of Excel, you can see that when you start dealing with more data. See, when it comes to sorting and filtering, say for example you had maybe 20 records. You really don't need to sort or do any kind of filtering, and most likely just by looking at it you might be able to extract the information that you are looking for. So visually, without making any changes to your Excel, you will be able to narrow your results or just look for what you are wanting to look for. But once you start dealing with more records, more data, it kind of becomes a little bit difficult, and that is where you start applying your sorting and filtering skills. So far we have seen quick sorting, and then we also looked at custom sorting. Now with this advanced filters, you take your filtering skills to a whole other level. Okay, let's jump right into it. So let us talk about some scenarios. We have about 10,000 records. As I had said, you can just use control down arrow and it'll take you to the last row. So you can see 10,000 records. Now let's say you want to extract or filter for people living in, say, Florida, whose salary is say greater than 10,000, I mean to say $70,000, and again belonging to certain department. How would you do it? You need to apply multiple filters and all that. So what we are looking for is say for example, let me write here, say salary. You want people with salary greater than $70,000, and department, let's say IT, state of, let's say, Florida. So how would you do this normally? So let's say state, here, let's apply this filters. Okay, so state of Florida, and let's start here at the top. Salary, so you want salary greater than 70,000. Oh, by the way, the criteria, whatever we typed in here, disappeared more because of the way Excel displays things. So let me do this. So department ID and Florida. Okay, got it. So salary greater than 70,000. Department equals to IT and equals to Florida. So you do something like that. So you're applying multiple filters to get to the data that you're looking for. But this is where advanced scenarios comes into picture, and the simplest way to apply or do all this is, let me clear all the filters. Okay, so I have some, let me clear this off. I have some scenarios here. So scenario one, I want to look for people from Texas and Florida who works in the department IT and HR, where salaries are greater than 70,000 for IT and greater than 68,000 for HR. How would you do that with this kind of filtering? And look at this second scenario. So Texas, same department where bonus is greater than this. Third scenario belong to these two states where bonus is greater than 30% and salary is greater than. This is where our advanced filtering comes into picture. Let's go here and make sure you select one of the cells within our data range and then go to data, and then you have advanced here, options for filtering using complex criteria. Click on advanced. So here, let's see here, it says filter the list in place. So it's going to filter the data in place here, or copy to another location. You do that, then copy to, you can pick another spreadsheet. But let's first take a look at the first radio button, which is filter the list in place. Data range, this is the data range, and as you can see there's a nice little moving border that you can see. Next is search criteria. So this is the range you're looking at, and let's get the search criteria. Make sure you click within the text box and use this little up arrow button right next to it, and once you get to this particular screen, go to the desired spreadsheet. This is where the criteria is, so select that whole thing. You could have this criteria on employee sheet itself. I kind of have these multiple criteria listed separately, so just select the scenario 1 criteria including the header, and do this one again. So you're done. Switch back. You can switch back if you want to, or just say okay. Now, as you can see, we are trying to filter for Texas and Florida, these two departments, and that's the criteria for the salary. So now, as you can see, all you have is Florida and Texas. Department is IT and HR, and the salaries are greater than the criteria that we set. You can apply the same thing. Let's apply the second criteria. The list range is good. So when it comes to the filter criteria, let's now pick second one here, scenario 2. Okay, so it pulled, our criteria was the bonus greater than 30%. So you see all the records are where the bonus is greater than 30% for the states of Texas and Florida, and for these departments. Let's say here, I think we have just been doing for 2 states. Let's do for New Jersey as well. Let's put New Jersey there, where bonus is greater than 30%, salary is greater than, let's say, $50,000. So click any cell, advanced, make sure it is using the right range, and we know this is correct because this is 10,001. And for the criteria range, we will go select that and then do this. Okay, now we have these many records where come from all 3 states, Texas, Florida, New Jersey, where bonus is greater than 30% and salary greater than whatever criteria we gave. And we gave 5,000. Let's just change it to 50,000, and let's redo this real quick. That seems to be okay. Switch back here, select that. Okay, so that's it. So that's how you apply your advanced filters. As you have seen, these custom filters are very powerful. As you have seen, we had about 10,000 records, and we used a nice complex criteria, and we were able to filter the data. So that's the power of custom filters, and they come real handy, especially when you deal with the large data sets. Well, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next.